Ready. Play.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, welcome Iga. Congratulations on your opening match win. Can you describe your thoughts after this match?
Well, I'm really happy with the way I played, first match on clay, so it's always tricky, and Elise was really good, sometimes at defense I have to be patient and really work for the points, so I'm happy with the way I handled it.
During the media day, you said how in the first days on clay, probably the mind is working differently because you expect a different bounce. Was that the case today?
No, because I already felt like I had a couple of days to get used to the conditions. Well, no, it was all good. Honestly, I felt pretty confident. I didn't feel like I need to, really focus that much to adjust stuff compared to how I played on hard court. But for sure, tactically, we need to choose different options. But on the other hand, it's still pretty fast here, so it's a good transition, like in between.
Hi, Iga. You mentioned Elise's defence, which on the 2 match points, and I think, or at least the first 2 match points, was pretty incredible, I felt. How difficult psychologically is that when you're getting ball back after ball back, and probably you're thinking, I think that's going to be a winner, but it wasn't. How tricky is that?
Honestly, usually when I think about my shot that it's going to be a winner, I either make a mistake or it's not a winner, So I always try to be ready for the next one, and then I feel like I can keep my intensity because I'm not going to have that moment where I just, stand and watch, I'm always going to be ready. So I try to do that. It's not easy sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I felt like it. This could be the end of the rally, but on clay, you kind of have to, that's one of the things that you have to switch from hard court. You have to be ready for longer rallies and for players to be able to get back more, So, and also I can use that. I can also get back more balls. So, so it works both ways, but you have to switch that mindset to be more patient.
Iga, in previous times there were not that many constant and dominant players on tour. 9 different Grand Slam winners over the last 3 years. Now maybe times are changing with you. Question to you, do you think you can take over the role as a dominant player in future?
Well, the question is if, I already did that for the past 2 years because I feel like I've been pretty dominant, and also Irina has been, so we both kind of have shown that there is consistency on WTA. I remember when I was, playing in 2020, 2021, I also, got many questions about consistency, and I felt like some players, have proven that it's possible. So, so I already feel like I've been pretty dominant. But we'll see what next years are gonna bring. There have been players that have been dominating throughout their whole careers, and I'm still at the beginning, so there's still, so much work to do.
Iga, you won last 2 years here. Can you say that you feel this pressure to hold title number 3 here?
Well, there's always pressure behind me somewhere, you can't avoid that on this level, and when you're a favorite in every match. So I'm not really thinking about that. It's tricky to win 3 times. I remember how I felt in Doha at the beginning of the tournament. It was this, things were kind of following me, and it was hard to let it go. So here I just try to focus on the game, and I remember playing really some tricky matches during the past 2 years. It's never an easy tournament, so I don't expect it, I'm not taking it for granted or anything. I know that anything can happen in tennis, and if I lose, it's going to obviously be like a huge surprise, but it's normal, So I'll try to focus on each match at a time and not think about winning, because it's still a long way.
Congratulations.
Looking ahead, I think Emma has quite a big lead at the moment. So just talking about facing her again, obviously you guys have played multiple times. You played here. The match here that you played a couple years ago was a little bit of a tricky one. What do you expect from that match if that were to happen?
Well, she seems like, she's getting her game back together. So it's great to see that because for sure she has potential. And yeah, well, it's not going to be easy. She knows how to spin the ball and how to move on clay as well. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, no sense to talk about the tactics right now. It's not ready because I don't know who I'm playing against. But yeah, playing against them. I mean, we played against each other once, but it wasn't easy. So I wouldn't expect an easy match.
And then if it is Moskova, just obviously a very familiar opponent to you this year. The fourth time I think you guys would play this year.
I don't know.
Yeah,
probably.
but just what do you think of that matchup potentially on clay?
Yeah, fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess on clay, you need to use different tactics and also move differently. So I'm not sure how she does that on clay because I never watched any of her matches on clay. But if I'm gonna play against Linda, I'm just gonna rely on my coach and what he thinks is gonna be the best in terms of adjusting the things that worked, in Dallas and Miami. Thank you, guys.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.